Oh, it feels good to be back, man. Just like that.
Just like that.
It feels good to be back, ladies and gentlemen, suited and booted. Now, just a quick disclaimer. If you see blood on my face, it's because I tried to give myself a lineup in the car park and screwed it up. So if you see blood, you let me know so I can not go the whole show.
Yeah, every few minutes.
Every few
Barbers
minutes.
are getting expensive.
Barbers are getting expensive.
Actually are.
Guys, welcome back, suited and booted. It's good to be back with the crew at home at TDE Studios, and I've been looking forward to this because I can just sit back and talk. You know?
It's been a while. Gav, welcome back.
Welcome back from Thailand, Gav.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
What do they say over there?
He's red, first of all. His
Yeah,
whole
you are
head and
red.
body is red.
I did 8-hour soakers every day.
Were you
explain.
bored?
No.
Guys, for those who don't know, a soaker is literally just soaking up the sun. So 8 hours a day just lying there.
Turned into a Thai lobster.
And you ate very well due to...
Due to, we can't say it.
We
on the
can't say
pod,
why he
We
ate
will
very
one
well,
day.
but he came across some money.
What?
Didn't you hear about this?
No.
Oh, we can release it in a few.
Yeah, we'll say
Episodes.
in a few weeks when they give up.
Yeah.
When they give up.
What the
Gavin got a
hell
little bit
is
of extra-
going on?
It was not even illegal. He got a
Okay.
bit of extra cash for Thailand.
All right. So he's teaching people foot volley on the beach.
Yeah.
Probably,
basically.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
How was your trip, man?
It's a business trip. Let's just put it that way.
Tell us about the Argentinian restaurateur / drug lord that you met.
That was probably the best highlight of my trip. So basically, went to Thailand if no one knew.
Oh, we knew.
Went to Thailand, 10 days, little trip.
Yep.
Basically had 2 weeks off from work and 3 months into my rehab with my knee. So I decided what better to do, you know? If your physio hasn't told you to go midway through rehab to Thailand and a place that's really warm, well, you're seeing the wrong physio.
He's not doing
Your
the right.
physio told you to do that.
No,
Absolutely not.
Right.
But every physio should because it was the best thing I've done.
Okay.
yeah.
That's rich.
In terms of like Melbourne
Good
weather,
advice for rehab.
Melbourne weather, I was there, swelling out of my knee, completely gone. So it was unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah, I suppose.
And it was really good. I only just did it because of my rehab. So food was good. I could gym every morning, go to recovery centres, eat well, enjoy myself, be by myself.
Honestly, were you bored, though?
No, I wasn't.
Honestly.
Serious.
There's a lot of stories coming in, a lot of
Yeah.
reels coming into the group.
Like every minute. Not even Thai ones. It's Brazilian shit. No, so
I can't-
basically,
see, I'm not like that,
basically-
man. I would have been so bored.
Really?
I would have been so bored. Yeah.
No, I
I,
love
I
it.
would have been getting anxiety sitting there by myself, just thinking about
I would recommend it.
time.
think about how do I elevate the pod? Like you're on holiday, relax. So just don't go around in circles. Just quickly tell us about the Argentinian drug lord that you met. Of course you did.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sitting on the beach, basically how I am right now, just in my Speedos, right? So I'm sitting there with my mate, it's 30 degrees, got the Speedos on, I'm sitting there, and this guy walks past with his dog, right? And there's these 2 birds next to me. He starts talking to them because they had a dog, so he's interacting with them and the dogs. And I realised he's got this, I can tell straight away if they're Argentinian, right? I can just tell straight away from their accent how they speak English.
Yeah.
Oh, English, not Spanish.
Yeah. So as he walks past, I'm drinking the mate and I say to him in Spanish, "Hey mate, you got any yerba?" Which is mate, right? Mate tea. And he comes over and he's like, "Yeah, I got some just in my bag." And he pulls out a joint and he goes, "Yeah, I got the real green stuff, the good yerba." And I said, "No, I want the actual yerba for the tea because you're from Argentina." I go, "You're from here. I heard in the conversation you live here." He goes, "Yeah, I live here. I thought you meant like the good green." And I said, Nah, I just want the real mate, you know what I mean? And he's like, "All right, well, I'll just light one up and have a conversation with you here." I go, "All right, all good, you know, do what you want." Anyway, he goes, "Oh, you want to go for a few up and down the beach? We'll go for a walk." I said, "Yeah, all right." Anyway, has his joint and we go for a little walk. And he starts talking about his life in Argentina. And it was so funny because obviously I lived there for so long and he was telling me, "Mate, I had so much money when I was 24. I go, "Oh yeah, tell me about it." And he goes, "Yeah, I was an engineer." And he goes, "But I used to make a bit of cash on the side." I said, "Oh, okay, how?" And he goes, "Yeah," he was 51, by the way, right? So he goes, "Yeah, I just used to go into the slums and I used to get the good stuff from Escobar. And I used to go
From
in."
Escobar.
Yeah.
But he actually said that from Escobar.
Yes. He would go in from not from S.
Hey, it's a
Obviously.
common Spanish name.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, like, is it some kind of line of that
a connection,
similar
of course.
location? Okay,
Yes. Yeah. And he goes, I used to go in to the slums, and he goes, you have to have, like Simeone, how he does. You got to have the balls to go in there, right? So he goes in. Once he gets to the end of the slums, he goes, mate, I got so used to getting shot at, fighting with people, this, that, because once I got out with the amount of kilos, I would take it to the rich guys in the city, then sell it to them in the big slums. And that's how I made all my money. And he goes, after a few years, I got ratted by a girl I was seeing who told the drugs lords where I lived. They came to my house, put a gun to my chest, and I lost all the money because at that time it was all cash.
He lost all his money, everything that he worked for.
Yeah, everything, all his dirty money.
Hold on, how long did he do this for?
Oh, I don't know the time length, but it was a good chunk. From there, he moves to Spain. I'll give the short version now. He moves to Spain, falls in love with the Spanish girls, gets his visa from Spain. Very smart man. Gets his European passport, right? Gets his European passport. He goes, stuff the engineering. I'm learning how to be a chef. Turns into a chef. Lives there for 15 years, breaks up with that girl, meets a Paraguayan girl. She moves back to Paraguay on his 3-month visa. She gets pregnant in Paraguay, leaves him. Once he decides to move to Phuket, right? He finally decides, I'm going to Phuket. I'm going to live here. Opens up his Spanish restaurant in Phuket. If anyone is in Phuket, go visit him. In Rawai, it's called Polita, Polita. Polita.
Is his story public? Because now we're going to have to cut this whole part out.
No, I don't care. We'll put him in there. He's in Thailand. Nothing's going to happen in Thailand. Let's be honest. And if he does well, I'm sorry, mate.
Didn't say his name.
So, yeah.
Yeah, wow. So, did he give you any kind of indication of how much money there was involved?
He just said he was very well off.
Couple
at that
hungies?
time. He was saying roughly, he told me actually, he said about 1,000 to 2,000 euros per kilo, whatever he was selling.
Damn. I respect when people turn their life around.
Sounds like he has.
Like,
so he's got an Argentinian restaurant, sorry. It's Argentinian restaurant.
Spanish restaurant.
Spanish restaurant, right.
so what did you have when you went there?
I didn't go.
You didn't go?
No, of course not.
Why not?
Mate, I don't think I was just getting a bit of, paella if I was going.
Oh, you thought he would sprinkle in some of the good? Yeah, nah. Well, you never know in Thailand. Anyway, speaking of Argentinians, let's just get straight into it. It's the hot topic of the football world at the moment.
Oh, yes. We need Gav to clarify what's going on.
Well,
do we? Maybe not.
Yeah, sort of.
I could be very biased.
ENZO Fernandez of Argentina and Chelsea FC has just won the Copa America with Argentina. And I'm sure everyone's seen it. He was on the bus singing an Argentinian chant towards the French national team that many consider to be racist. Now, what's happened was Enzo was on live and he was singing the chant pretty much with the rest of the team, it looks like. Some players are out of frame. But the chant, now again, I know Spanish to English, English to Spanish, some words don't translate correctly. But from what people are saying everywhere, it's something along the lines of, you're not French, you're Nigerian, you're Cameroonian, you're Angolan, you're not a real French. And then, again, sorry guys, but just have to say what was in the chant. You like to have sex with transgenders because of the whole Mbappe thing. So on and so forth. That's the main crux of the chant. Now, Enzo's not saying that exact part, I believe. I think it was something like he might have said like the first part of it and then the live goes off or something like that. But basically, it's all blown over. All the black French Chelsea players have unfollowed Enzo. So God knows what that's going to do to the living room, to the change room. Nicholas Jackson has come out and supported Enzo, which I found odd.
What?
Yeah.
Right.
Posting photos.
Okay.
Just posting photos on the story of like Enzo with a little black kid. Like, I don't know if that's going to work. Really? It's like saying I can't be racist, I have black friends. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
So that's happened. And then Enzo's made a statement. I'll read the statement. Now, again, statements aren't always sincere. Sometimes there are just PR sort of things, but, you know, we got to take it as it is.
Look like an Insta create.
Well, he did it in Comic Sans font, which was the first mistake. You don't do it. You don't do it like that.
What? Where did he put that on his own
To be
Instagram?
fair, his English is pretty good if you wrote that.
Well, he definitely didn't write this.
didn't write that.
I want to apologize sincerely for a video I posted on my Instagram. The song includes highly offensive language, and there's absolutely no excuse. I stand against discriminations in all forms. That video, that moment, those words do not reflect my beliefs. I am truly sorry. Classic statement of where you do acknowledge. What's the second one?
I don't know.
It's like
you tell me.
It's like acknowledge something, action. They're like the key PR
really?
things. Yeah, it's like acknowledge what you did. Oh, acknowledge, apologize, action. That's the PR.
Sounds like Simon Hill in the ring.
Yeah.
Giving us
Everything
the
is so curated, man.
Oh,
I
bro,
had no
everything
idea that
everything is fake.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So did he tick all those boxes? Maybe two of them. But Chelsea have released a statement again. Classic.
they?
Yeah, vague. Very vague. We do not stand for discrimination. This will be dealt with internally.
Yeah.
It was two sentences.
Yeah.
So there is a large contingent of the footballing world that are saying I don't see how it's racist. Xenophobic, yes. Racist, no. For those who don't know what xenophobic is, I guess it's basically what I am towards the US. It's not.
What's that?
It's not a race thing. It's more of a I don't like you because you're from that country.
But what's that got to do with? Wait, is the world saying xenophobic, or you're saying that?
No, a lot of the world are saying, yeah, it could be xenophobic. I don't think it's racist.
What's xenophobic about it?
Xenophobic is...
They're not saying they're not hating anyone, is it?
Well, they're saying that none of the French team are really French. They're saying that...
But that's got nothing to do with hate.
I think hate might be the wrong word.
Okay.
It's a form of prejudice, maybe.
Okay.
But a lot of them are saying that, again, this is not my view on it is Enzo fucked up. That's just plain and simple.
Of course. Yeah.
Whether it's slightly racist or full-blown racist, you're a pro. Why are you on Instagram Live? You know people are going to take offense to it. Whether you mean offense or not, again, you know people are going to take offense. So just a stupid thing all around from Enzo. Okay, I wouldn't say, again, I don't know Enzo, but I wouldn't say he's outwardly racist. I haven't seen anything in the past. Like he's most of the Chelsea team is black. That's not to say he can't be racist, but I feel like he was probably overridden with emotions, drunk, and just being a dickhead.
It's hard because
I think it's like it's a chant, right? Obviously the chant is wrong. But I remember my old man used to take me to South Melbourne games, and I was probably 7, and they used to sing, "I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. I'm blind, I'm deaf,
okay.
I want to be a ref."
Yeah, okay.
And that's pretty offensive to the refs.
Yes, but
So-
I think because racism's such a big deal in football, I think Enzo is stupid for even... And again, from
But also, the chant, Messi's probably in the back corner swinging his arms too. Chanting.
Brother, there's been situations with Messi.
So, of course, Enzo's got most of
think
it.
about all those other videos of the acoustic stuff.
Yeah.
Where
You
he's
know what I
probably
mean?
not even involved. He's probably just sitting in the back like...
Maybe.
Yeah.
But Messi's had 2 racist incidents.
Really?
Yeah.
But I think, like, let's
So
be
Enzo's got
realistic.
hard done by.
Argentinians are known that
Yep.
there is prejudice, there is discrimination in that
Like-
country. Everyone knows that. Like, it's not...
If you haven't been to Argentina, right? Well, until you go, you'll realise that Jerome would go there and you would go to, let's just say, a restaurant, and someone would serve you being, "Hey, puto," which means, "Hey, gay." Like,
Yeah.
true or not?
Yeah.
Like,
Potentially, yeah.
over there, it's
Yeah.
just so...
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right.
No, I
But
get
over
you.
There,
I get you.
That's how it is.
It's normalised.
And people from the slums automatically are called negro. And
Yeah.
that's what they want to be called. It's
Yeah.
like when Cavani gave the happy birthday, how many years ago? 3 years ago, saying Feliz cumple.
Oh, yeah, I
Miguelito,"
saw that, yeah.
And he got pinned.
But we're talking about
You know?
two different things here, because there's the thing of they're not that politically correct. Yes, we agree.
Oh,
but they're also notoriously, I don't know how else you could say it, like there is racism in that country. And it's like it's accepted that we know that there's racism in that country.
Put it this way.
Like any country, obviously.
Yeah.
but
country.
it's kind of like they call you Bolivian or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's
I think from
Chileno, hijo de
spending
puta,
so much
whatever,
time
like-
in Argentina, I think between Argentinian and Argentinians, yes, they are very racist between each other. But when it becomes more group, like let's just say Enzo at Chelsea, I'm sure he would never say certain
I
things
get
in
what you're
training.
saying. I
You
get
know
what
what I'm
you're
trying to
saying.
say?
but there would be. I think they're patriotic.
Extremely.
Maybe that's the better way to say it. They're extremely patriotic and unapologetically patriotic, and there is an element that it's like we are better than you, other nations. Argentina
they
is
feel
better.
like that, yeah.
Which, okay, is that racism? Is it not? Probably in some circumstances it creates racism.
The key thing for me is Argentina is the only South American country with no black people. There is in history, they have wiped out their black population. That's a fact. But if you look at Uruguay, Brazil, Venezuela, Colombia, all those countries have black people. Now, it's not to say those countries aren't racist, because there's definitely racism in Brazil and Colombia and everything. But Argentina literally does not have a black population. So then that breeds ignorance, not knowing what's right and what's wrong. I think that's a major issue, and then that would filter into football.
Well, I think for example, when I would walk down the street, my personal experience, I don't remember experiencing racism in Melbourne growing up. I don't remember any circumstances where I went, "Whoa, that was racist." People have said to me when I was a little kid, like my mum told me some stuff happened when I was a little kid. I don't remember it. I felt racism in Argentina. For the first time in my life, I walked down the street, people looking at you like there's a black person. And maybe that's me assuming things, maybe it's not that. But then the other side is sort of what Gav says, is there's an element of the fact that they say things, the fact that they say what they think, what they're thinking, for me is I would almost prefer that than the way people tiptoe around
like
things.
microaggressions.
And people say things like, I don't see colour, like they bullshit around the whole topic.
Yeah, I don't see colours bullshit.
Yeah, over there, they'll call you negro, right? They'll call you that. It means black. Same in like so many European languages. They say
Yeah, it literally means...
they call people by their colour or by their characteristics or whatever.
Yeah.
But in those situations, it doesn't feel like race. It doesn't feel like they're saying it in a mean way. They're saying it
Endearment.
a term of endearment. Like,
Well, it's even
I
like-
can say that to you because we're friends.
Yeah.
That's almost the way that it's
with
said.
your girlfriend over there, a very common word is gorda, which means fat.
Yeah.
You know, and you'd be like, hola gorda, which is like a cute way of
it's an
addressing your
endearment.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Over there, it's like, hey fatty.
Yeah, and there's
You know?
something
It's like how
about,
Aussies say the C word.
Yeah, and there's something about like it being said. I don't know how to explain this. I probably should have prepared, but
It's like you accept-
here, if we pretend that that's not your characteristic, whatever it is, like that you've got blood on your face right now because you cut
do I?
your face wrong, or whatever. Like if I pretend that it's not there, does that make me a better person because I'm not saying it out loud? Or does it make me...
Like internalize, like...
Yeah. I'm thinking it, but I'm not saying it. Does that make me worse or better?
I think let's just go back to the chanting, for players that are coming up, through the ranks and do watch this, how important it is, what you do and don't post on social media, and also
Of course.
your lives, or let's be honest, we've all been in change rooms. Things that happen in change rooms or buses or the chants.
Yeah.
Because I've been in those buses before, and we're going to big games and I've been chanting in those buses with those types of players. And there has been chants that, of course, you would not want to get released in public. Yeah. So things that happened between the boys, between the groups, between who you're hanging out with, there's certain things that you need to go, okay, this is time for just us. This is something that can't get released elsewhere.
But then the question is, does that make you... If other change rooms are doing it and they're not releasing it on video, does that make them better? If they're saying things behind closed doors, does that make them any better? Which other countries would be doing, by the way?
It's like what...
Other countries would be saying things about other nations in their dressing rooms without releasing it.
Oh, Yeah.
Does that make them better because they don't release it and because they don't say
Everywhere.
it publicly?
No, I think I agree with you, but I think Gav's just saying that in terms of PR, in terms of creating unnecessary problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid. Don't get
Stupid.
me wrong. Like it's a hassle that you don't need to create for yourself. But I think that's what they always have chants like that. They have chants like that. They've had chants like that for how long?
Well, the chant actually originated at the last World
2022,
Cup.
Yeah.
But I'm saying not just that one. There's so many
Oh, bro, there's
that are offensive.
homophobic ones.
Yeah.
There's everything. But I feel like, and again, it's not to say it's okay, but I feel like if the Socceroos fans came out and said something, it would be a complete shock because Australians aren't like that. But because Argentinians have always just known to be just the Wild West.
Yeah.
Again, it's not to say. I think my final point on it is, because we could go in circles, that Enzo has just made his life really hard now, and it's put a massive stain. He's just won the Copa America, and now all people are talking about is not the Argentinian win. They're talking about what's happening with Enzo. We've just got a new coach in. We've got all these black French players in our team. That's not going to help. What the hell is going to go down when he returns to training camp? And these guys have unfollowed him, so they're obviously pissed off. And Wesley Fofana put out a video of it saying, wow, 2024, we're still doing this shit, basically. He's not going to be happy, rightfully so. So it creates all these other problems that could have been, get off Instagram Live.
It's ridiculously stupid.
But I haven't seen other players getting reamed for it. I know Lautaro Martinez is in that video. They all play with black players.
Well, there's a few other boys too in the video in the back.
Bro, there's every I'm sure everyone,
the whole team, but
except Messi, who might just be sitting there. I don't know.
Messi's not involved, bro.
I think Messi's the one holding the phone filming it.
He's saying, guys, stop.
Bad boys. You're all bad boy. But
No,
yeah,
I mean, it's a weird topic.
I just wanted to ask you because
Obviously,
you are a black man and you've lived in Argentina.
I guess my thing is like, are we? I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong, but I'm like, are we that surprised? Like, there's so many chants like that. Like, is it that surprising that they're chanting like racist?
Do you know what it is,
things,
Rash?
like
Yeah.
offensive things.
It's because it's coming from the player. If it's coming
Yeah.
from the fan,
Yeah,
you can't
perhaps,
section out anyone because it's like, well, there's 20,000
Well, that's the
people
thing.
doing
It would have been chanted in the stadium. For
Bro,
sure.
it's been chanted
what I'm
everywhere.
saying.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a known Argentinian chant.
Yeah.
Like, but once a player does it, it's like, well, you've just screwed it now.
Yeah.
You've just screwed it. But again, I hope that it's dealt with properly and Enzo can just get back to playing football. I don't know if there's going to be a fine, a suspension. I don't know what they're going to do because every situation is different in football, I've learned. If there's a rule for something, it's longer for them or less for them or longer for, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I've said this 1,000 times. There was Ukrainian flags everywhere when the war was going on. But then, no, you can't. You're not allowed Palestinian flags. They pick and choose what they want to do.
Same with the Bielsa. Did you see the Bielsa interview?
No.
Yeah,
you see that?
you saw it, Rash.
Which one?
About the FIFA gate
Oh, yeah.
and
Well, I
how
didn't
so
s-
much things could be said and then it got covered and coaches aren't allowed to talk about certain things that happen. Oh, that was crazy.
Wait, no, I don't know. I saw him having a go about
That was
how
a great,
how crap it is.
unbelievable by Bielsa.
But what's been the extension of that?
Did you see it?
I thought you were talking about the one how football shit now.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm talking about where Bielsa comes out and talks about FIFA Gate, what happened in America, how the standard of grounds and the facilities were absolutely terrible. And FIFA Gate, which is in America, I'm pretty sure, is now covering what players and coaches could have actually said because of what happened in the Copa America. Because the game got suspended, so many problems happened during the Copa America.
Good point.
And Bielsa obviously said, stuff you all, I'm going to talk about it.
So what did he say, though? You don't know.
Well, exactly that.
He said he didn't actually reveal anything. He said they're stopping us from saying something.
Yeah.
He's got a point because one of our most
like-
important players on preseason last year did his knee because of a bad American pitch.
Yeah.
My agenda.
Oh, how can a Copa America final get suspended by over an hour? Like, it's actually ridiculous.
It's
Set up everything. Come on,
It's America, man,
Even
I
what
told
happened
you.
against Uruguay and Colombia with the fights of them not being separated.
Any hoomst. let's move on. Wait, just quickly on that, Gav, I wanted to say there was no black people in Argentina, was there? You lived there for how many years?
Too long.
How many, was there black people in Argentina?
there wasn't.
No, very few. Very
So like
few.
very few.
And
Mainly-
most are street.
Yeah, they're
like
mostly selling.
street people
Yeah,
or
Lower socioeconomic class.
Yeah. You have some like people that probably are
In
indigenous
Argentina,
people.
very few Chileans because they hate each other.
Yeah.
Brazilians, very few
Yeah.
hate each other.
What about indigenous? Like the they're not Mayans. They're like indigenous to South America. Like not
That's what I mean. Yeah.
more north, probably more north. Or
And in the visuals, like
yeah,
the ones that sort of look Asian a little bit.
yeah, they'll be. I don't know. I was living in a good area.
no, but see, and also like I went to Chile, Peru, less in Uruguay as well.
Yeah.
I don't know the history exactly why.
The Uruguay national team has a few black players, so I think it's more than Argentina.
No, but you're talking about like the indigenous people.
Oh, the indigenous people. Oh.
It seems like Argentina and Uruguay for some reason. I don't know the history of it, but for some reason they're like you said, they're not there.
Yeah.
And also, this is
Or you
just
don't see them much.
just crazy how multicultural Melbourne or Australia is. Like anywhere I go in the world, compared to here, is insane.
Which honestly makes the whole chant even more rich because obviously they're not people that are indigenous to the land of Argentina. So it's like,
Amazing point. You're all Italian.
yeah, it's so rich that
I'm
like-
sorry, Franco and all the boys, but
but surely they also know that.
I actually sent it to
Oh,
the
do
boys.
they?
I did send it to the boys, and they said this is wrong. It's completely wrong.
of course.
What do you
it
mean
is.
completely wrong? Like bad?
Of course.
Yeah.
But
It's
sure,
And
yeah,
then
I
Franco
guess surely,
said-
I don't even know
Rash
what point
said-
is, but surely they realised that
Rash,
they
you're
can't be
actually a
doing that.
genius for that point. I didn't even think of that. Do you know, like, and again, we'll wrap after this
Maybe
point,
we
but-
should see that. We should put in a tally of how many of the Argentinians have Italian passport or Spanish.
Brother, Messi, Italian name. Enzo in itself is an Italian name. Like, any of these, they either got Italian passports, Spanish, and there's a big German influence in Argentina, especially after the World War II. A lot of Germans went there.
Well, it's like me being Sri Lankan. I'm not an Aussie.
I don't know if
But
that correlates.
everyone's not what they are these days, mostly. For not
See, we can
everyone,
really
sorry,
dig into
not
it.
everyone. But there's so much immigration. Like, it's so weird to,
Not one of us.
I guess discriminate people for that kind of a thing when, like, most people are a concoction of everything. Lots of different things.
I thought no one has made that point online. They're all Italian.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And I if I'm a French player, I'm pissed off. I don't care. Like, how are you going to say I'm not French? You're Argentinian.
Yeah.
Like, why are you worried about us for?
Also, why are they doing that? I guess the other thing is, like, why are they doing a chant about the French national team when they won the Copa America?
Yeah.
What's that got to do
Yeah,
with?
I don't know. I think that I think the whole situation is just stupid. And you're going to see that in the next couple of World Cups. I mean, we already see it now. There's not going to be a country, there probably isn't now, with pure nationalist team.
Oh, no way.
Like,
But what's nationalist also? Like, borders change.
no, that's what I'm saying.
So,
No,
like,
do you know-
even if,
like, for instance, the Socceroos in the 70s were all probably Anglo-Saxon.
which is what? Which is English.
Yes.
So, like,
Yeah, but you know, I fully get what you're saying, but like when you look at someone like Thomas Muller, okay, he's German.
Again, but I don't know the history, but or the geography, but like I'm gonna guess that Germany hasn't always had the exact same borders as what it currently does.
Oh, no, the whole
then
country was
where's
split.
your heritage? Like, it's just all of it.
Oh, that's
It's
yeah,
such
that's
a bigger
true.
discussion.
That's
but
true.
It's like, yeah.
because there was the Empire of Germany. You got West Germany, East Germany, and then are you Austrian?
Yeah.
Hitler was Austrian.
Well, that's the thing. Going back to England when they won their first World Cup, they versed West Germany in the final.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Jake, shout out Jake. Jake made a good point that so apparently when you were younger, you were forced to watch the 1966 World Cup final every single time you went to your uncle's house. Yeah. Like, forced.
That's why I hate the English and I really wanted Spain to win.
How many times do you think you watched it?
Oh, my God.
No, be
I don't even
serious.
wanna
Like,
remember.
50 times, you reckon?
Probably. Okay. Just put it this way. My dad's the middle child. What's the middle child in between the kids?
The second born? I don't know.
No, the crazy one. The
Oh,
middle
okay.
kid's always
Okay,
the crazy
yeah.
one.
Yeah, probably.
So my dad's the crazy one, right?
Yeah.
So he's got his younger sister, older brother. He's the middle one. So we never spend Christmas or the main days together, right?
Oh, okay.
So we just do Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Anyway, every Christmas I remember going to my auntie's house and then I'd have my uncle, this English bastard. Anyway, every time I'd sit there, right? I'd sit down and go, Gav, this is the best moment in football. Best
Is
moment
he
in
your dad's brother or the brother-in-law?
The sister.
Married an English guy?
Yeah.
All right, so he's not the Sri Lankan. No Sri Lankan in him.
Oh, Sri Lankan.
So he was doing it in a loving way. He wasn't saying
In a
you're gonna
loving
sit
way.
down
Obviously,
and watch
I
this.
was like,
You're going to sit
playing
down
football.
and fucking learn something.
Hey,
You're gonna
I was
enjoy
playing
it.
football, right? Of course. I was the one kicking the ball. He had 3 daughters, so he never had a son. Right? He had 3 daughters. All of them
Okay.
played netball. I was the footballer.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right?
Tried to
So
take
he
you
would
on.
sit me down and he would put in the video and he would chuck on 1966 black and white England versus West Germany.
players
4-2.
Oh
going-
my God.
I'm pretty sure it ended 4-2.
I told you,
Oh.
bro, 60s football was about state 1 level.
Oh, man. I watched that game so many times. And from then on, I just hated England.
Oh, mate.
That's pretty
And I
funny.
wanted to bring up this story, right? Because
Were
Southgate.
you in a straight jacket?
Okay, Southgate. It's probably wearing, I don't even know. Wu-Tang.
No, he doesn't know what a straight jacket is. Gav, you know what a straight jacket is?
No, of course not.
What do you mean?
What's a straight jacket?
It's what mental hospital patients wear and they can't move their arms and shit, correct?
Straight. Is it the same word as straight as in straight? Or is it spelled differently?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's spelled the same, but it's straight jacket. You can't, like, magicians like, oh, do tricks where it's like, watch me get out of this straight jacket.
Yeah.
No, you know when you go to one of those family members' houses and you kind of,
Yeah.
you have to respect them.
Yeah.
So no matter what they tell you to do, you have to do it. And you can't say anything. It was like that.
Yeah.
Yay, getting to watch England again.
Yeah, that's bad.
Okay. I thought that was very funny.
So anyway, what about Southgate?
yeah.
away.
Yeah, Southgate's walking away.
I got a question for you, Jerome,
Yeah.
because you obviously love the Prem, right? Mm-hmm. England always go with English managers, right?
Not always, but for the most part, because they've had like Sven-Goran Eriksson and Capello. But mostly...
Because I was having this discussion with a mate. Do the English, shit, I can't even talk.
You're Spanish, it's okay.
Does England produce good coaches or not?
I saw this on a topic online right now. Huh?
This has been a thing for a while, I think.
Who is the top 6 teams in the Prem? Who are their coaches and where they're from?
Well, Gav, an English coach has never won the Premier League.
Is that right?
Never.
How good
Wow.
is that?
Since 1992, I believe, was the first season. An English coach has never won the Prem. And I just think that when they are compared to the likes of Spain, Italy, Germany, France, they just can't stack up, unfortunately.
Yep.
Now, whether that's due to the English ways of being stubborn and like all the great football minds always seem to come from Spain or Italy or whatever, like your Peps and all of that.
Because I watched the final and I did think in the final England were quite dull.
Brother, the whole tournament they've been shit.
Yeah.
But they did enough. They had special moments which saved them.
Yeah.
So like the Bellingham goal and like even Palmer's goal came out of nowhere. Like
They're shit, man.
they're shit, right? But
They reminded me of the early stages of getting to know a girl. They lead you on for so long and they get there.
I was thinking where he's going with this.
You know what I mean? They just, from the start, they take you on that date. You think it's
Honeymoon
gonna be good.
period.
Yeah, you get there.
Right.
You go a little bit
What
further. You go a little bit further. You get to the end and
then
you
she
go,
cheats on you.
You start,
Yeah.
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 And then you give her another chance and then they still fuck you over.
Yeah, no. That's all right. That's safe enough. He's learning. Yeah, I just think that I fully get the disrespect. I fully get it. But at the same time, he's resigned now. Looking back on it, it's like, okay, every other manager before him sucked in terms of...
You know what made me so happy, though? That so many people before the Euros go England have won it.
Yeah,
I
That
was
made
one of
me
them.
so happy.
I was one of them.
You did say that.
And I genuinely think that if certain subs were made or Kane didn't start or whatever, I think England would have beat Spain. I still say it. I thought it was written.
There's no shoulda, woulda, couldas, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Spain definitely best team of the tournament.
Spain deserved it. Spain deserved it. They were the best team of the tournament. They were awesome. Very happy for them. Their superstars aren't Spanish. So there you go. There's another thing you can throw in.
But to be fair, I was thinking about this watching the final. As a coach, to start one day later, 17-year-old, because he turned 17.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
You've been doing the whole tournament. So I even...
Not in the final, but I'm just saying in general. Just
in
to
general.
take him, as a 16-year-old at the start, to be playing him. I
I
thought
did
it
a
was so
TikTok
good.
recently that did not get enough credit. I don't know if you guys watched it. Probably didn't come across your feed. But they should put in that you have to have mandatory, let's say, under 21 players in your squad in the A-League.
Rick? Oh, A-League.
A-League should be a production
starting 11, maybe one in your starting 11 and one on the bench.
I thought you were gonna say
sorry,
world.
not mandatory. Sorry, but you get rewarded. Did you see the video or not?
No, I haven't seen
Basically, in
this one.
Korea, they have this rule that if you start an under 21 player and you have one on the bench, you get extra substitutes that you can make throughout the game. And then so it's not mandatory, but you get rewards for it. If you don't have one starting in the starting 11, then you
start 1-0 down.
Then you get one less substitution. If you have none in the starting 11 or on the bench, then you get I think it's only 2 substitutions total. So it's like you get essentially rewarded for playing them and punished for not playing.
Let me ask you this. The world of football now is you get 5 subs.
Yep.
So you're telling me in Korea, you will only get 2 subs if you don't have if you don't meet the requirements.
Yeah, so it's kind of changed now because FIFA have changed the amount of players you can have on the bench and all that stuff. But yes, it was basically if you have one starting and one on the bench, you get 5 subs.
Yeah.
If you have one on the bench but not starting, I think you get 3. And then if you don't have either, then you get 2. Something like that.
I've always said this, that the A-League should be a production line, like what they do in Portugal, and why they produce so many good players and earn all their money off the youth is because they use it as a production line.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's slowly becoming that. And that, Mark, can you tell me how long we've been recording, by the way? Okay, cool. I think just on that, I was going to say that I feel like it's not looking good, Brev, for the A-League.
Brev.
It's not looking good.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a specific person.
No. Yeah, Brev.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
Brev.
Is that a new one now? Is that trending?
Yeah, I feel like, you know what I feel like with him? It's like when someone's gone to prison for 10 years and then you got to reintegrate them into society. Like, this is Wi-Fi. We have this thing called Wi-Fi now,
I
Gavin.
was isolated for 14 days.
You don't have to plug in your computer to the wall anymore.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't know what Brev is either.
Okay, sorry.
And I'm on TikTok every day.
So I wanted to make a point that the A-League's in a bit of a shambles. Don't kill us. I feel like all the superstars are leaving. Good luck to Pena, who just
Shout out
signed
Peña.
for a Portuguese first division team.
They just got promoted into the first tier.
Yep.
To be honest, though, in Madeira,
that's Ronaldo's island, isn't it?
he's going to be flying every 2 weeks. It's a very small island.
Yeah. Nice life, though. You're beautiful over there.
Portuguese. Portuguese.
Izzo's gone. Pena's gone. Tolga Arslan's gone. Damien De Silva's gone. Marcelo's gone.
You know what the interesting thing on all those is, right? Everyone knows, I guess, publicly that there is an element of, okay, the funding's getting lower, so they can't offer the same wages. But I know my inside sources is that the wages that have also been offered are the bigger wages are not being allocated to those kinds of players anyway. So it's also just the strategic, I mean, from my perspective, the wrong decision of who they're trying to allocate the funds to.
Oh, so you're saying that they're not respecting the players enough, that the salaries and the wages are too low?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. I heard. When we, yeah. Yeah, I think obviously everyone has sort of been, it's been out for a few weeks now that the A-League, each club was getting something like 3 million and now it's down to 500,000.
Oh.
So there's a massive drop-off there, like a huge drop-off there. They're going to have the same money as Lindale in a while.
That's NPL.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
That's NPL standard. Yeah.
Bro, what does Avondale spend? Do you know?
Their wage bill,
Oh, it'd be massive.
250 or something.
More than that, bro.
Yeah.
There's clubs in State 1 spending 280.
Do the maths quickly
What?
now.
Yes, bro.
Do the maths quickly now.
I can't do it quickly now.
I'll do it for you.
Okay.
Let's just do it. No, let's just do this.
A rough.
$1,000 a head.
Maybe.
18 players.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Times 18. That's easy. 18,000 times 26 rounds.
$468,000.
That's just for 26 rounds. That's not even
Yeah, bro,
bonuses.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, bro. That's not even bonuses. That's not even preseason money. That's not even sign-ons.
Yeah.
Maybe
So-
that guy at Thunder was right
So
when he said,
NPL
"You don't know anything about the NPL." And I was like,
NPL is spending more than the A-League per season.
That's only
Hold on.
18
Is this-
players,
Is this
bro.
what we're saying?
I
or
don't
what?
think that's what we're saying.
Bro,
Let's
that's
just wait.
18 players too, yeah?
So,
There's no way the A-League players are on. There's still going to be A-League players on $100,000 a year. There's no one in the NPL. on that much.
this is outside the cap. That's within the cap? Or what?
I can't say I know for sure. All I'm saying is that 500,000, I don't think that is all the clubs have. I think that's what the league gives them.
Ah, sorry, true. Sorry, I'm off my head.
Am I right by saying that?
Yeah. Sorry. that
Surely not each club has 500,000.
Sorry,
right?
sorry.
Nah.
That's completely right.
But that's what the club gives them to help them stay afloat type thing.
Yeah.
Which is a massive drop-off. But yeah, I feel like a lot of stars are leaving, and then like again, the recycling system's happening. Victory have signed they've re-signed a player who's already played there in Hamill.
I've got a question about that. Is that, I don't know if you've done it before, Ash, but is that awkward? I've never done it, where you've gone back to a previous club you played at. I wonder what that feeling would be like. Playing there, either, getting pushed out or leaving on better terms and then returning.
But he didn't go to another A-League team in between, did it?
I think he went to Asia or
Because
something.
he was at Wanderers, then
Who's
he went
this?
to Victory,
Brendan Hamill.
Asia and back. Maybe it'd be different if you've gone to another team within the same
And
league.
you know
know what I
what?
mean?
It could just be a coach that you dislike, and then the coach could be gone, but you like the club maybe, or you like the fans, or you like the players. I don't know. It could be one person at the club that just, I mean, look at Aubameyang and Arteta. He probably hates Arteta. Does he hate the rest of the club? Probably not. But Arteta, it's like, yeah. So it could be awkward, but then Victory have gone and signed a bunch of just sort of, and no disrespect, just sort of experienced A-League players, people with enough games under their cap to just sort of be a reliable player, but no one's special. I don't think we'll be seeing any special signings in the A-League.
Probably not.
No, I know that sort of goes without saying, but there's going to be no big names that are coming in anymore.
Yeah, hopefully we get the youth through.
Well, look, shout out to the boy that used to be at Thunder, Albanian boy.
Yeah.
He just signed for Melbourne City.
Who's
First
that?
team contract. Mehdi.
Mehdi.
So, look, again, the academy system is newish. In 10 years, they could be producing some amazing talent.
2026, I think. You got a deal to.
Well, yeah. So hopefully it becomes an exciting young league that produces talent. Look, we have produced talent in the past. Half the Socceroos lineup, or more than half, most, played in the A-League.
Hey, you know what? Imagine this, right? Imagine Ange wins the Premier League.
I would do ungodly things to myself.
So an Australian coach
Wins it
before an English coach. Could you imagine?
Yeah, but he's probably English.
Think about the disrespect you get as an Australian player when you go to another team in like another country, anywhere else in the world. I don't think people realise this. You go into a dressing room anywhere in the world and they're like, you're Aussie.
Yeah.
They automatically think you're bad at football.
Yeah.
Serious.
Well, they haven't seen me
You go,
play
what, you
fives.
dribble kangaroos? Like, what do you do back home?
Yeah, I think, and even coaches would get that as well. I mean, everyone was saying, who's this
100%.
guy when Ange came in? And he did an okay job. Really hope he doesn't. Look, if Ange wins the Prem, I hope it's with another club, not with Spurs. Yeah, then I'll be a bit more I won't be as filled with hatred.
I actually reckon he'll win it next year.
And that's a really silly take.
I'm not even joking.
Are you trying to get us? Are you trying to get what's it called? Engagement.
No, I genuinely think he'll win it.
Okay. He's getting nowhere near.
I hope Arteta does.
Oh,
2 seasons in a row.
Arsenal probably will. Actually, I'm not saying that out loud. Anyway.
Just because of City. Like, City is so strong.
Do you know what
so
I'd
good.
like? I'd like Pep to leave Man City and then go to England and then win the World Cup with them. Because then he would be complete coaching. He'd literally have won everything.
Hey, has it ever happened that, you cross codes as a player? Has it ever happened as a coach they've crossed codes? Imagine he goes and becomes an NBA coach after.
I was listening to an American Chelsea podcast today, and they said, what about Bill Belichick for the US national team job, who's an NFL coach?
Was this a USA podcast?
Yeah, but like it's a Chelsea podcast. But they were like, because the US has a spot available now. And Klopp said, I'm not doing that
Well,
shit.
what about Forlan playing tennis in like the Masters?
Oh, was
Have
he?
you seen that?
No, I haven't seen
Yeah.
that.
So he's gone from playing football. Apparently, from what I've seen, obviously, quote me if I'm wrong. Could be completely wrong. He's definitely playing tennis though in a proper tournament. But apparently, he played tennis up until he was 17 and had to pick between football and tennis what would make him more money. And then he chose football. And now, once he's retired, he's gone into tennis and he's playing Masters.
Oh,
wow.
yeah. I mean, I know for a fact that James Hurd played soccer just to differentiate till he was 16, and then he switched.
All right.
And then his kids started out playing soccer. I remember my brother used to play James Hurd's kids. And I'm like, wow, for such a footy guy. And this is why I'll always say soccer is the best sport. One of the reasons. How many times has an NRL player went to AFL or an AFL player gone and be a kicker for the NFL? Who has changed sports into a footballer? Usain Bolt tried to do it. How'd that go?
I've always said AFL players, because I've never seen it done before, AFL players need to become goalkeepers.
That sounds stupid, but I agree slightly, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, give me yours and I'll give you mine.
Because they would go toe-to-toe with the Gaelic, and there would always be like Dustin Fletcher. He would be the goalkeeper, and he was an AFL player. Do you remember him? Dustin Fletcher?
Yeah, I know
Tall,
Dustin Fletcher.
Tall Essendon.
Yep.
So he was in goals, and I think I could be talking out of my ass. I think he looked all right. If you're tall and athletic, you might be a decent
for example,
goalkeeper.
right? AFL players, all of them, they're not all there. They go in hard. They run into the walls.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's
They'll
like
go through
Argentinian
the wall.
players. Yeah.
They'll go through the wall for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So put them in goals. They've already played with their hands all their life, like every man has. Anyway,
Yep.
you'll be able to put them in goals. They'll go through any player for you. Corners, they'll just jump up, pick it up. They'll specky your striker for you. And then all they need to learn is the half cut.
Well, they need to learn a lot more these days. Keepers
more
play with
things.
their.
Of course.
Just a little bit.
But
just
I
tactics
reckon-
and like.
I
Do you think
reckon-
they'd be able to play out from the back?
Yeah, that's another.
With
that's
time, yes.
With
But-
time?
Yes.
How much
But-
time, bro?
Enough time to be good as it.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean,
but-
obviously, there's probably some.
Would you earn
some.
more money playing footy or being a goalkeeper?
Whoa! Stop!
Wah, wee, wah.
Wah. Now, if you went overseas, you probably earn more money. I'm pretty sure these AFL players are on more than A-League.
Okay, but how
players.
long? How long is an AFL career? I think it's like
It depends.
4 to 5 years.
Now, maybe
I'm
the
pretty
average.
sure the average
Yeah.
is 4 games.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
Pretty
not
sure
long
the
at all.
average amount of a. Let's look this up. Fact check
Look
it
it
at
up,
some
Joe.
point.
Do you mean
What
4
is
years?
No, 4 games.
what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the average AFL career is 4 games.
Look it up.
Look it up, bruh.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
So,
'Cause
the
bro, you'd have so
longevity-
many on the list that never ever play a game.
That's true. So what would I type in? AFL
average
career span.
games.
Yeah, career span.
Okay. Life cycle of an AF. No, that I can't really find it.
This could have been just something that was circulating that was absolute garbage, but I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere.
Okay.
There's something similar for soccer,
Yeah.
though. It's very, very low, the average amount of professional games a player ever plays.
Okay, I mean, I haven't really found anything on it, but
Anyway,
maybe it'll be a
Someone at home send us a comment.
We're the
Someone at
footy
home,
boys.
we'll make it up anyway.
Get the footy
Actually,
boys
we
in the
don't need the
comments.
fact.
Yeah,
Just clip this up and put it on TikTok.
pretty much.
See what happens.
Everything else is fake. The Trump shooting was. Just quickly, I got here. This is a horrible segue, but whatever. Did you guys, when you're in primary school, I mean, you didn't go to school, so when you're in primary school, did you ever sit there during a boring class and open up your exercise book and just start writing the best players in the best formations?
I reckon I've still got a book on it.
No, I don't think I ever did that.
You never did that?
No.
So, for instance,
I
I'd
used
be...
to just practice my graffiti, like drawing.
Yeah, bubble
Because you're a
letting.
bad boy.
No. Just, I don't know why I was doing it, but I was not doing formations. But go tell me yours.
I love you because you just seemed like, this is not to say you didn't work, you just seemed like you didn't sort of care about football when you were younger, just a little bit.
I don't know why.
made it,
Honestly, I
and
don't
you-
know why I was doing it, but that's what I was doing. So tell us your formation, though.
Oh, I can't remember it, but what I would used to do is like if a teacher was talking absolute garbage, I'd pull out my exercise book
Yeah.
and I would say, all right, clean, pen, get my pen, keeper.
Yep.
Who am I going to have? Best keeper ever. Okay, probably put Buffon in there. Who am I going to have at left back? And then I would spend time and then I'd compare them with my friends and
Yep.
you'd write them. Did you ever do that?
Yeah, 100%.
No, give us yours now.
I just thought it was
I reckon I've
best
got-
team
Start
ever.
11, starting 11 off the cuff. Go, keeper. Go, quick.
Neuer.
Left back.
Ashley
Lahm.
Cole.
Centre back and centre back.
John Terry.
Right
Van Dijk.
Right back.
Cafu.
1-6.
Kante.
2-10s.
2 10s.
Yep.
Ha! Fuck it. Messi. I don't care.
One more.
Kaká.
Ooh,
That's
left wing.
nice.
Ronaldinho.
Right wing.
No, sorry. Swap.
Okay.
Put Cristiano left.
Okay.
Ronaldinho. Yep.
Forward.
Drogba.
Drogba.
Yeah. People are going to say, he doesn't know ball, man. He's clicking at me. I'm stressing. I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
Yeah, good.
I would have just
I'm
done the
trying to
whole
think
team.
what else I
Chelsea
used to do
players.
in primary school with that.
How's that, bro? Actually, I saw Let 'Em Shoot. Shout out Let 'Em Shoot. They were doing Kante versus Rodri.
Oh, who's better?
Bro, Kante every day of the week.
Hold on now.
Kante
Now,
every day of the week.
I would say Kante is better, but Rodri is the best player in the world at the moment.
Bro, everyone's he's not Busquets, bro.
No.
He's not. I'm sorry.
I didn't say that, but
No, bro.
Busquets is different level. But at the moment, I feel like there is some wild stat that if Rodri is in your team, you are not losing a fucking game.
I feel, I did hear
It's a
that when I
stat.
was watching the Copa America.
Yeah.
But the most underrated player, and if I was any president of any European club, I'm buying Richard Rios from Colombia, the number 6.
You just like him because he dances Brazilian music.
Hold on.
What a player.
Out of every player in the world,
Yeah. He's so nice
you've got
to watch.
unlimited.
Unlimited.
He's so
I'm buying
nice.
him.
But you know what? I've got a massive. I think that's why Rodri's lower on my list because I've got a bias to nice. What are they called? What's
Aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
No. It's like lanky and
Yeah. I know.
there's like a trend that was on TikTok. The style of player, and Abu Dhabi was one of them.
Yeah, like a lanky, like a gliding 6.
Yeah, a gliding 6 or lanky gliding 6 or something
Yeah,
like
Abu
that.
Dhabi.
I've got a bias towards nice looking footballers.
You don't think Rodri looks nice on the ball?
No.
Really?
He's
Like to
he's just-
Busquets, bro.
No, I'm not comparing. Get Busquets out of the conversation. I'm
Like,
saying
if you were to-
currently.
And also, I
Like
think
if you
I
were
also
to
have-
watch every touches on the ball between Richard Rios and Rodri, you would much
bro,
rather.
I'm back on
bro,
this guy.
fuck Richard Rios.
Nah, he's proper, man. He's proper.
Nah, he's a good player, but like,
and I love the story behind him.
plays
How he
at
made it.
Palmeiras.
Yeah, because he's born in 2000.
What has that got to do with
He's
it?
24.
So
He's still young.
Yamal's 16.
Yeah.
And also, I really like Kante because of
Bro, listen, he's the most likable footballer of all time.
he is, man. Him and Cole Palmer, top 2.
People, okay,
How did Cole Palmer not play more? Like, ridiculous.
I'm not going to
Sorry,
say
we're
what,
going all over the place.
I'm not going to
Sorry,
say what
guys.
I want to say about Cole Palmer, but the most liked footballers ever is number 1 Kante, number 2 Ronaldinho. I feel like they're the most two
And
like
I think
ever.
that's the point. Going back to the Rodri thing, there's more to football than winning games. And I'm sorry, that's not like everyone's
I know,
going to complain
I know.
about that.
Yeah.
There's more to football than winning games. And like you can't tell me as a footballer, Rodri's better than Busquets.
I don't know. You plucked that comparison. Let me get this straight. I did not say that. You plucked that out of nowhere. I'm saying currently, if there's one player that's first on my team sheet in the world, it's Rodri.
He's potentially the best at the moment.
That's what I'm saying. At the moment,
Yeah.
and he's already won a World Cup, a Champions League, a league. He's ticking them off. He's ticking them off.
But then you've got other players coming through like
Pulisic, just like that.
just like that.
The thing about Rodri is he's like a robot. No social media, no fade.
Really?
Yeah, and that's what then people start idolizing. Oh, it makes him better of a player. Like, oh, look at him. He doesn't want the accolades. Yes, he does, man. He's a normal guy and he's humble bragging around.
Who did we speak to? I feel like you were in this conversation where we were saying, oh, he's not a good player because he has tattoos or something.
Aaron Moy, no, because he does. No, not that
No,
he's not a
it
good
wasn't the
player.
Aaron Moy thing. It might have been Jake I was speaking to about it. But someone said something like, who said it? It was something along the lines of, Rodri's the best player in the world because he's got no tattoos, no flashy hairstyle.
Yeah.
I don't think that makes you the best player in the world. Like, it's not the 60s.
Yeah.
I think, like, Messi, like, people don't realize Messi's tatted up. He's the best player ever.
It's
Yeah.
crazy
And
how
he's
Messi
acoustic.
went through that stage where he had like the long hair, headband,
Yeah.
very to himself, and then just
Blonde.
switched.
He had the blonde,
blonde.
the tattoos.
He was one of the first people that completely covered his leg.
Yeah,
fat.
that's the
And then people
stupidest
started getting it.
fucking tattoo ever.
You know,
He covers his whole leg and then there's a ball. I think that's what it is. But everyone looked at Ronaldo like the braggadocious guy. Messi, I think Messi just went through a period where he's like, "Oh, I want to
Ronaldo's
try."
got the earrings, he's got the hair, he's got the Botox.
Yeah,
He's got a lot.
he definitely does. Okay. What else do we have here? I saw an interesting tweet from an OnlyFans model. It's all right. It's PJ.
Okay.
Are you following her?
No.
Oh.
She said there was a photo of Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, and she goes, "Wow, I bet you they're getting a massive paycheck after this." And I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't think many people know that you don't actually get paid too much for international football. So the question is, how much do players get paid for representing their national side? Now, there's been varying articles and accounts of what players get paid. And I'm going to say a few that we came across. So, first and foremost, the Matildas and the Socceroos get paid the same. So there's that. They could earn up to, I believe it's $200,000 per year, even outside World Cup campaigns, which is a fair amount of money.
What do you mean? Can you break it down or no?
I can't break it down.
Okay, all
no.
right.
But players now reportedly set to earn between $120,000 and $200,000 before prize money. So that's just even if they don't make it to, knockout stages or whatever.
Yeah, that's if they get selected.
Now, a lot of people have told me, and by a lot of people I mean Rash and Jake, that this is bullshit. But there was an article a while ago that said it's understood that England players get approximately £2,000 per game. But since 2007, they have been donating this money to the England Football Foundation, which then distributes it to different charities. This has raised over £5 million in the past 17 years. So Micah Richards has come out and said when he was younger, he was like funnily annoyed that he couldn't get his England bonus because it had to go straight to a charity. It's probably gone up. I probably do think it's more than that. We have an inside source that has said it's somewhere around 20,000-ish for some clubs and for some countries. There's an article about Mbappe earning 17,000 euros, and he publicly came out and said it's all going straight to charity. So there are varying accounts, but I think my main point is either footballers give all their money to charity or they get a small amount compared to what they're earning at the club level. It's more just about the pride and representing the country. Now, if you do make round of 16, quarters, semis, that money goes up and then it gets divvied between the players. So I think, let me get this fact straight. for winning the Euros, how much did Spain get for winning?
Well, even on Montiel for the Copa America, he's got the photo with Messi and his son. In the background, it's got 16 million on the check.
16 mil?
Yeah.
Oh, so
the
Copa America.
team gets that.
Yeah.
the total amount of prize money on the table is 357 million. So the winner gets 8.6 million, runner up 5.4, qualification 4.3. That's semi-finals, sorry. Quarterfinals 2.69, round of 16 1.62. So,
But this is the national team gets that, like the federation is, or is it the team, the players?
I think it's the team divided between the coaching staff,
yeah, the players,
physios, the rest.
I believe that it goes to the players.
Okay.
Or like, the coaching staff or whatever. So that's interesting. I heard Australia got a decent little bonus for making the round of 16
Yeah,
of
I
the
did
World
hear
Cup, which was good. I didn't really answer your question, guys, because there's no real hard facts about how much per country and per team
Oh,
gets.
that was a question that came in.
No, I just questioned myself.
Oh, you questioned.
Because the girl saw it, she's like, oh, they're getting a big payday. And I'm like, I don't think they are.
Can't be $2,000 though. That seems too low for
That's
me.
obviously in pounds, so it's like 4
I've had
or
a few.
5.
Yeah, but
I've had a
that's-
few presidents walk into the change rooms in NPL offering more than that.
Yeah, that unless there's some political thing of like, oh, it should be an honour to play for your national
Yeah,
team and not a
maybe.
monetary thing. Or
Maybe.
I don't know, but
Maybe.
that
What
sounds
What are
very
your
low for
thoughts
me.
if you got a call up for the Socceroos?
Look, I'd like a little bit of money, I guess, but I'd probably give it to a charity as well. If I'm playing for the Socceroos, I'm probably earning enough at club level.
Well, that's what I would think. I actually, for a long time, didn't think they even earned money. I thought they
Well,
just
hold on.
played.
Some Socceroos are playing A-League, bro.
Yes.
It's not
but,
like they're English Premier League, some of these players.
that's different. But, like, I'm saying, even if you are a Socceroo playing A-League, you're probably going to be on more than 100 grand a year if you're
Yep.
a Socceroo. So,
I don't think you're giving all of your bonus to charity at that age.
maybe not all. It depends how much you make at
I
club
would highly
level.
doubt if those players are doing that and have enough money to do that. Probably some of them have families and stuff. Let's say they're on 150 grand. They've got a family. I don't know if
maybe.
they have enough money to go, okay, I'm going to get this 20 grand and give 20 grand straight to a charity. Maybe some do, but
Maybe, but looking
like
at the
England's
Socceroos...
very different. Sorry to cut you.
No,
off.
no, no.
England's very different.
Of course it is, because they get that...
Well, most of those players are playing top 6 leagues in Europe.
who?
Everyone that plays for England.
Oh, they all are. Yeah.
Exactly.
But then I look at the Socceroos and I think, like, if you look at the starting lineup, most of them would be on pretty good coin. Like, if you're looking at, like, you got players that play championship, you got players that play in, like, sort of what I call the B tier of European leagues. They'd be on okay money. Would I give my all? Maybe not. But I would give some.
half.
Yeah, I think it is nice to just play for your country and not get paid an obscene amount of money.
I'd give nothing.
You'd give nothing to who?
Charity.
No, we know that. We know how you are. You'd get $1 and be like, no, I need that transferred over. But yeah.
Because where does charity money go?
Well, it's a charity of your
That's
choice.
a bigger discussion, isn't it?
It's a charity of your choice. So
Is it
yeah.
a charity if you just give it to people that you know? That's charity.
This is going to PT Football School, my charity of choice. This is going to GDF Football School.
But really?
Yeah,
That's a
maybe.
big topic, but I have my own thoughts on that.
Right. Speaking on international football, don't get mad at me, guys. I just feel like this is true.
Send some hate comments in though.
It'll probably be coming from the girls. I feel like no one loves international football harder than a girl who doesn't really care about football.
Definitely other people like it more. Like you like it more than...
Okay,
Those
well,
girls?
you know what I'm... Okay. Fuck you and your facts.
You've never sat down with a girl and be like, let's watch the Prem, and she's like,
No.
I'm going home.
You're missing my point.
Yeah, sorry, say your point.
This is a viral tweet.
Okay.
So I'm not the only one that thinks it.
Okay, go.
So it's not yours.
A particular girl, not just all girls, obviously, that really doesn't care about football or sports or whatever, will never speak about football, and that's completely fine, obviously. But then the World Cup will come around and there will be watching every game in the Twitter convos, and I've seen it with my own eyes with girls I know. Crazy. I've never heard them say a peep, but they were watching England. And screaming and talking about the game and stuff. And I was like,
Does that turn you on?
that's
Trent?
that's so true. Even when the Women's World Cup was here, I'm like,
Well, that was that was a whole different thing though. But normally, I don't know any girls that watch
really?
World Cup.
I feel like
Euros.
they, out of nowhere, they just when international football's on because everyone's talking about it. Like club football's different. It's every week. It's every week.
For me,
I know you guys will know what I'm talking about.
For me, it's more like... see, we've gone on this topic, but it's... I was going to say people that...
Don't say something stupid.
No. I was going to say people that think they're from that country, so they support that country, and then they're not actually from that country, but then they're posting, oh my God, yes, let's go.
Oh, so
Portugal."
when you cried when Messi won the World Cup? Because I'm getting hate in the comments.
Well,
Oh, what a shot! Nice, bro.
what? Because all my Sri Lankans are loving Messi.
If Sri Lanka went to the World Cup, who
You
would
wouldn't
you go,
give a
who would you go
flying
for?
fuck.
Argentina, Australia, or Sri Lanka?
Australia.
Okay.
I'm
Wait,
an Australian citizen.
who are you going for when Australia played Argentina?
Australia, of course.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Because when Australia played Italy, I denounced my Italian side.
You're an Aussie.
I'm Aussie, mate.
Of course, me too.
That's it.
Bloody oath.
I don't care what my backgrounds are in that game.
Yeah.
That whole diving incident pissed me off.
Right.
That was the one thing. Australia.
But yeah, I think it's
But do you know where I'm coming from?
yes.
You know where I'm coming from.
Is this amateur agents now? Or?
Oh, I got one more thing that's very important. We're all over the place today, guys, but there was a lot of things that sort of we had to cover. Gav's been away. Yous will be right. So there's trouble in well, it's not paradise, is it? The Australian football scene. There's trouble at a 3-star hotel. That's what I'm going to say. That sounded bad, but my point is the second division doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon.
What?
Yeah. It's not looking good, brev.
Hey, can I just say something real quick
Yeah,
about
bro,
the
say
second
it.
tier? So this is so funny because last year I was obviously at Avondale, all right? Season ends. We were in between just winning the league and the finals. President walks in and goes, guys, second division is happening. We're going to have a meeting. You all sit down, you sit here. We're going to answer all your questions. We absolutely know nothing about the second league. What's happening? It's all under curtains. But sit down, have some questions ready to answer us. So we all sit down and the boys go, okay, what's going to happen when this happens? And he goes, well, we don't have the answers, but that's why we brought you here. And then the next boy would go, okay, so what's going to happen with training? We're going to go 5 days a week or 4 days a week where we're going to train. Oh, we don't actually know because we don't have any answers.
Wait.
And it literally went in circles like this. It was the most ridiculous conversation or get together with a club president I've ever had in my life, and I've had some bad ones, honestly. I've had some presidents who walk in here and go, what the hell are we doing? And I remember going into this conversation, going to this thing, I already know it's not going to go ahead. It's so obvious. We're already in final season. September, apparently the season's going to happen next year for the second tier. Never happened. And now look, another year it's been pushed back. So
Is that what's going on?
Well, Vince Rigari, a well-known journalist, has these are his words. Football Australia's national second division is set to be scrapped, at least in the proposed format, due to a shortage of suitable teams and the looming prospect of a more hands-on role with the cash-strapped A-leagues. The ambitious second-tier competition was set to launch next year, featuring 10 to 14 clubs playing a home and away season. Another factor is the ongoing uncertainty surrounding the future of the A-leagues and the increasing possibility of the FA having to, at some point, divert or share resources with the APL to keep the domestic scene alive. Basically, in layman's terms, there's just not enough suitable clubs. A lot of people were saying, I don't think the money's right for it to happen. And now, from what it was planned to be, which was 10 to 14 team comp with home and away games, that's not going to happen. They were talking about doing like a sort of Champions League style format or like more of a cup thingy or whatever, but that would be stupid. It's a shame. It's a shame that we just can't do a second league promotion or relegation, get to it. Obviously, it's not that easy, but the main thing I take away from this is money is a real issue, and the clubs wanting to participate in the second league, not all of them are suitable in terms of probably having the resources or facilities or whatever the hell it is. I don't know that much. I'm just taking it at face value, and it's a shame because we've sat here and spoke about how good it would be and all of that, and now it's just looking shit.
And it goes to, like, even myself playing in the NPL for so many years now, is this just keeps getting pushed back every year. It's probably been, 5 years now that it's been on topic. And they just twirl it in front of us, you know, little bit of bait, everyone bites at it. Next year, little bit of bait, next year, just keeps getting pushed back. And I honestly really feel for, obviously I will probably never play in it, but the youngsters coming up, I really do hope it's around.
It's gonna be so interesting, the players that have gone to those clubs now.
Yeah, because like even myself,
with the hope of going into that league,
the idea for me to stay on at Avondale was just luring. Well, it's second division, and personally, I left on my own terms. But so many players stayed at these clubs or have gone to these clubs, like your Preston Lions, stayed on board.
Yeah, that's what Russia's saying.
Oh, and just now just getting stuffed over, you know? Yeah. Players that honestly are getting pay cuts in the NPL to stay at these clubs because they've been fed this idea that the second tier is going to happen. And now they've gone, well, listen, it's not going to happen. Sorry, guys. You've just... Not wasted a year, but you know what I mean.
No, I know what you mean.
You're just playing around with the players at the moment.
I think it goes hand in hand with, I think everything's connected in some way, shape or form. Like I said, I'm not that well versed on this topic. I don't give a fuck about the businessy side. Like I just saw, as a fan, I just want it to happen. Like I don't care about all the ins and outs. I don't care about all these suits and shit. But they're the ones that are going to make it happen, unfortunately. So I think it's all intertwined. A-League clubs getting less funding, A-League clubs cutting their staff. It seems that like there's less money available. It's all just intertwined and it's going down the wrong path, I feel.
It's going to be an interesting 12 months, we'll say.
You know what would be sick just thinking about it? Like a mini Euro, but mini Australia, where like the top three of every NPL plays each other. Tournament.
Wasn't that a thing before or no?
How sick would that be?
Has that ever been a thing?
Imagine like having group stages, quarters, semis, final.
Victoria would just fucking
Well, what's the Australian Cup?
Yeah, but it's mixed with everything, and A-League included, where this would just be exclusively NPL players.
Oh, just okay.
You know?
Yeah, you're
that
saying
would
like
be sick.
Well, didn't they used to do playoffs between states back in the NSL days, or maybe
Well,
not?
last year they did the Queensland-Victoria.
Yeah, but that was just an exhibition.
Of course. But that's what I'm saying. Imagine getting every top three team and doing like a group stage, quarters, semis. That would be
Just
sick.
give me something. Just give me something because
Instead
like
of
it
league,
can't keep going this
make
way.
it tournament.
I should have brought this up before. I just wanted to mention, have you guys ever really genuinely deep down turned on a teammate? Or have they turned on you?
What do you mean turned?
Like you just hit a point where you're like, you know what? You actually don't make this enjoyable. I'm going to keep my distance.
Oh.
You know, I'll be cordial with you, but like I'm not going to war for you.
No. And I definitely never brought that onto the field with me, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't know if, like, there's definitely people that I didn't like in the dressing room, 100%.
Yeah.
No, nothing that intense, I don't
Please
think.
tell me.
There's actually
I've
an
had one,
ex-teammate, but not while I was teammates with him. Not
while you were teammates
So,
with him.
yes, there's a person that I played with at one point, or there's people that I have played with at certain points that has happened for me.
Yeah.
That I've cut them off mentally.
Yeah. But it didn't affect your on-field.
But it didn't happen at the time of while I was still teammates with them. If that makes sense.
It happened afterwards.
Yeah. In hindsight of certain things that have happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
I maybe know what you're talking about. Okay, you.
Probably that just came to my head as you've asked the question is, I just had a proper brawl with one guy once.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I know about this.
Yeah.
Where? Tell us about it.
Well, what had happened was we're in training, right? We're playing a little cage, and this guy he would just kind of bully players, you know, and it just was getting under my skin a bit. And he got red carded, scored an own goal, and like we're losing games at the time. Anyway, we were in training and he just kept bullying this youngster, you know? And this youngster, he was 18. It was his first season with the seniors. And he was just such a good player.
So this is NPL.
Yeah. He was just such a nice kid, you know? And he had no reason to be getting bullied in the sense of like we were playing cage, the ball wasn't with him. This guy was talking crap to him, right? Talking crap. Then the ball he would play the ball across. 5 seconds later, this guy would just smash into him.
Yeah.
Almost to the point, basically to the point where he was trying to injure him, you know? And then anyway, I'm probably 10 meters away and he smashes into this guy again. And I said, hey, forget about it, man. Just leave it. Sticking up for the youngster. And then he swore at me and goes, you know, go stuff yourself, basically. And I said something back to him and he starts running at me, Jerome. Running at me. I'm 10 meters away, right? He starts running at me. And in my head, I go, okay, once he touches me, I'm hitting him. I don't care.
Yeah.
So he runs right at me. As he touches me, I'll go bang, left hook in the jaw.
You went left.
Left hook, I'm left-handed.
Oh, he's
left
a
hook,
southpaw.
right? Grabs me by the shirt. I'll go one more, bang. And then the other two captains runs in. And they thought I was in the wrong because I'm in the shit out of
Can you
him.
punch on?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Right?
Hitting the shit out of him. Right?
And got separated. And I just remember smiling and going, I've got him so good. And then next, like obviously everything happened. He got sent off from the training because the coach would seen what had happened. And I was just sticking up for the youngster. And he got his contract ended the next day.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with
And
Gav.
you didn't get in trouble at all?
No.
Yeah, we don't condone bullying.
Yeah.
Bullying is a no-no.
I mean-
at any level. Even a bully
And it was
doesn't like
at
to be
that
called a
level
bully.
where no one was willing to stick up for the youngster.
Yeah.
And he was getting away with it, which I think the coach could have done a better job also of terms of like, hey mate, come on. But he was just at that point had a bit of enough status to get away with whatever he wanted, which to me I just didn't like because
well done,
me in
Gav.
the change rooms, like I really do support the youngsters, and for me that's the main thing because especially if they're first season, they need that support from the.
I
older
brought
boys.
that up because there's been a lot of rumours swirling around that a lot of the English players don't love Bellingham. And there's
Oh, I can see that on the
Yeah.
field, bro.
Well,
and
there's-
the way they I can see that.
Well, there's been
I buy
videos.
that. I buy that.
Yep. Especially when they lost the final to Spain, all the English players were like consoling each other and clapping to fans or whatever. And then he ran straight to the bench, kicked the shit out of something,
Really?
and sat down and had a sulk.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Cole Palmer Army, baby.
Yeah,
It's
Cole
the
Palmer's the
Army.
guy, bro. Build the team around Cole Palmer, man.
That's right. I mean, look, Bellingham, obviously great player, whatever, but this tournament showed me that, oh, you're a little cocky cunt, aren't
And then
ya?
there was him shaking hands with them at the end. So he'd gone off, booted the thing, and then
Yes.
come back, and then was doing
Yes.
the and then there's been videos going Bellingham showing leadership, showing his leadership.
No. That's what a clip can do. Because there's a video of Palmer and Shaw where he goes to Palmer and Palmer's just standing there like that. Maybe because Palmer doesn't know where he is.
Palmer was in the gym today, man.
Yeah, he was
Fair
in the
play.
gym. He was in the
on
gym.
the dumbbells doing the shoulder press.
Yeah.
That guy, bro.
He's the best.
But to be fair, you never know what people are actually like.
I love
the
how-
persona they put on the camera.
Well, imagine-
and then what people talk about on Twitter. Who knows? what
Imagine
Bellingham's
going
actually
in.
like.
He probably thinks I'm the top dog here. I'm the best player, and they're probably looking at him thinking, mate, fucking, we're good players too. Like, relax, yeah. And even just the whole who else after he scored that bicycle kick.
That was a bit too much.
Nah, look, we complain about players not having personality,
Yeah.
I want that, but at the same time, it's just got to come across as if you've got balls or you want to act like you got balls, don't lose a final and then go kick and have a cry on the bench.
Well, it's like
Roy Keane's
Ronaldo.
not doing that.
Ronaldo, when he scores,
Yeah,
he goes, "Estoy aquí," which means I am here.
yeah.
That's different to who else, because who else is directed at your teammates.
Pretty much.
Who else is very much directed at your teammates going,
that's
listen,
true.
if no one else would score, if it wasn't for me,
you're all
you,
shit.
you
That's true.
bastards aren't
Yeah,
scoring.
I didn't think about
Where
that way.
Ronaldo is like, "Estoy aquí, I'm here, I'm the one."
Isn't
you know?
it so funny how Gavin comes up with these profound nuggets?
Nuggets.
He's
They're nuggets.
He's a wise.
Whoa.
He is.
Sometimes.
He's got a lot of wisdom in that head.
that cranium.
That's what 14 days in Bangkok does. Wait, Phuket, sorry.
Phuket. You don't even know where you were. He just gives off a bad vibe to me, and I just feel like he's going to get worse over time, especially if they give him the Ballon d'Or. Or
Tell me
something.
if I'm wrong, Jerome, but everyone that loves Bellingham are not football fans.
Well, he's a good-looking bloke, so there's that whole contingent of I just like him because he's a hot guy.
Yeah.
So there's that. But I just think that, he could have went about things a bit differently. And then the whole thing with Slovakia where he was grabbing his genitalia and looking at the crowd. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? And then he said it was an inside joke and he didn't get fined for it. What? You have an inside joke with Slovakian fans? How do you, what? Like, what? So you just see some things where it's like, I don't know if I like that. And he gives off bad vibes. And I've got a fair few English friends, and one in particular said, you know what, I agree with you. Like, I actually want England to win, but I want him to lose. And now that Madrid has got Mbappe and everything, he's going to think he's the best since sliced bread. People are already saying, comparing him to Zidane. Like, relax, yeah?
Yeah, relax. But relax. I did see the turnout for Mbappe.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I'm excited.
It's pretty cool
to watch him at Madrid.
All right, let's end with these.
So these amateur agents.
Yeah. This is the best question I think we've ever received.
I thought it was one you never released.
No. Someone said, why do you take so long to respond to DMs? Because if it's not money, I'm not responding. Let me get up this question. Okay, here we go. Gavin, it's for you.
Who is it by? You don't know who it's by either.
That's the whole point of the anonymous thing. If you guys want to fuck around with us, though, like send rude stuff, which some people have teetered with, I'll just pay for Pro and it'll tell me who sent it. I'm not going to, because there's a few in there saying, like, someone said he's Jerome a virgin, and then someone said, what else did they say?
I don't know why that's so funny.
Would Jerome have the facilities to service the Huac tour girl? First of all, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. That's not funny. Not even for 1 second did I laugh. I don't watch any of the videos. Whoever sent that doesn't know me. That's not my type. Anyway, Gavin, this is for you.
All right, come on.
For Gavin.
Yes.
Is it true that your dad threw a bin at Chris Taylor when you were at South Melbourne?
I would love to know who this is.
No way.
Yes, I don't know the full story. I've never spoken to my old man about this. But
What?
I'll give you the rundown. What happened?
Hold on. For people that don't know, who's Chris Taylor?
Chris Taylor's the coach at Oakley, who was my coach at South Melbourne at the time.
Okay. He's an NPL coach. Right.
Yeah. So what happened? Crazy this.
Oh my
During the
God,
week.
this guy.
During the week, right? I was at South, obviously playing there, and there was enough injuries for me to make the squad 100%. Right? 100%. South, that week, signed a player who I ended up playing with later down the track. I ended up playing with a really good friend of mine. He was at an A-League squad. They signed him to play for South Melbourne, right? At the time when I was there. During that week where I was going to make the squad 100%, regardless of the numbers, right? We come up against to play Kingston. This boy has not trained with us whatsoever the whole week. He's on the bench. I'm in the 21s, right? Obviously, I've gone home. I've gone home fuming. Because at the time,
You went home?
No, not
After
home.
training.
After training, knowing I wasn't in the squad.
Okay, yeah.
Right? I've gone home, obviously fuming, because I've just got basic rules of football where if you train and you make
Fair
the
enough.
squad for your efforts, okay. And in my head, I'd already made the squad 100%. I go, sick, against Kingston, I'm going to play this week. I'm at least going to be in the squad. Because also, if people didn't know, a lot of the NPL contracts relies on if you're in the squad or not to make your money, right? And at that time, I was just playing football. So I'm fuming. Obviously told me, old man, I'd been at the club for probably 4 or 5 months. And my idea for signing for South, which I highly regret, now was to play as many games as possible and move on to go A-League, you know? And I wasn't getting games under Chris Taylor at the time because of this.
Yep.
So obviously I've gone home, told my old man he's obviously cracked the shits. And I've played for the 21s. I did all right. I'm in the change rooms, and as I get out, the security guard comes to me and goes, "Hey, mate, your old man's on the outside if you want to find him." And I don't know the backstory of what's happened, but apparently that is what happened. All my dad's thrown at the bench, which were, have you been to Kingston? They're real steel, and it's obviously loud, you know? So my old man got kicked out, and from then I sat down with the president the next day, and I didn't play for South again after that.
Really?
Yep.
Hold on.
So that's how.
So hold on though. That's happened.
Yes.
When was that?
What do you mean?
When did that happen?
8 years ago now. 8, 9
So
years ago.
8 years ago,
Yeah.
Kevin threw a bin at Chris Taylor,
Yeah.
and you've never discussed it with him.
Of course not.
What do you mean?
There's things that me and my old man just never talk about.
Wait. You didn't say, "Hey, Dad, did you happen to throw a bin at my coach?"
You didn't ask him what happened.
Of course not.
Wait, what do you mean? Of course not.
What do you mean?
Wait, you
Because
would.
there's just things that me and my old man can never touch on. Like, he obviously knows. He fucked up.
But you didn't even want to ask him, is it true or...
Of course it's true. Obviously, no.
Wait, so you just went home and acted like nothing happened?
Well, you boys know me, old man.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
After a few beers, things
Okay.
get out of hand.
okay,
So, obviously, that had happened.
you did get
Right.
done dirty though.
Yeah.
You got done dirty. Like,
But personally, if I could take my career back and I was a 21-year-old and I'd just done my knee and I've just come from playing overseas and I could pick another squad, I would not go top 3 teams in the NPL. I would have played at a mid-table team, got my minutes, and then try to move on.
fucking hell.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right.
But I was not there to witness what had happened. I was in the change rooms.
Okay, so
having
you
the
just
showers.
heard.
Yeah.
I wonder who sent that in. I'll just pay for pro.
Can I just ask you, from your perspective, obviously you don't need to go into your dad at all, but like why do you, from your side, why do you not ask that stuff? Like what?
Well, because I think there's certain things that he knows he does wrong. And I think this is a conversation, obviously, I can only have with him, right? But there's certain things that he does wrong that is always directed to the exact same thing, which is alcohol,
Oh, I see.
you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
how do you make an addict quit? You can't. You can, but you can't. You know what I mean?
I wonder what type of bin it was. Do you know?
I don't.
Anywho, I just thought that was a wild story. That's one of the best stories I think I've ever heard on here. To all of you, keep up the good work. Jerome, I'm interested to what your heritage is. I'm half Italian, half Lebanese, bro. So there you go.
Amateur agents.
Huh?
Is that amateur agents?
Yeah. This has a lot of writing. We'll try to get through these real quick. I saw what a standard Football Victoria contract looks like, and that it comes with a base pay plus win, draw, appearance bonuses. Do many players in the top 3 leagues add things to those contracts? Bonus for winning, hat tricks, clean sheets, etc. Gav, what are the bonuses that people chuck in?
In NPL level?
Yeah.
Goals.
Yep.
If you score top 6 finals, I think it's past 32 in FFA Cup, then you start getting paid for your games.
What about like singular ones? Like, will they say to a player, if you score 10 or more, we'll give you?
Yeah. Past a certain amount of games, you'll get more money.
Can I just say on here, I think it's a consensus. Like most clubs don't pay for cup games, huh?
No.
I think that's absolutely ridiculous. And if you're a player, why are you not fighting that?
Yeah, that is
Why
weird.
would you?
Yeah.
You're playing a game of football for your club.
And there's another one.
Why would you only start getting paid at a certain point once you've already been successful? Doesn't make
I
any
had
sense.
this conversation with a girl actually in Phuket that I ran into, Tiffany. We'll name her. Tiffany, played a victory.
Oh, yeah.
So this is crazy. Tiff, shout out to Tiff. She's a great girl. We went to school together. That's how I knew her.
So did I.
Well, you went to Rover. She was at St. John's the first year I was there.
Right.
All right, get to it, boys.
Anyway, Tiff, right? I'm in Phuket, right? I'll go to this local breakfast. I walk up, haven't seen Tiff in 15 years. And you know when you recognise someone?
Bro, get to the point.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were talking about contracts because she was playing in Portugal. And she said, we were talking about all of this, blah, 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 blah. And she said, in the women's, the same sort of thing. They don't get paid up to a certain amount of
Cup
games.
games.
And she said, I've always tried to fight that, even now when she signed for Bulleen.
The problem is if one player tries to fight it, then you've got a problem. But if all of you go, well, we're not playing unless we get paid, what's the club going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, we don't play in that league then. In that cup.
Bring up the
All good.
21s. I'm a young goalkeeper and in my age group C team and I'm fat. What do I do to improve? Bro, it depends how I'm going to be real with you. My brother's a bigger boy, but technically he's one of the best state league players, I'm telling you. But his weight, it can be a detriment to his game. If you're, I would say, in your mid-teens, there's a high chance that you're going to lose that baby fat. It happens. But to make a conscious effort to do it, simple things, man. I don't know. Don't look at me. I'm not the health guy here, but like
Consistency is key.
consistency in terms of just eat a little bit more healthier, maybe do extra sessions, goalkeeper training, like specialized goalkeeper training is always going to help. What would you say, Rash?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
I'm a young goalkeeper and in my age group C team and a bit fat. What do I do to improve?
Get the best coach that you can possibly afford.
Like a private one?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool. How much did Rash get paid in NPL? What's the most you made per week in NPL?
I think my wage at Northcote, when we were top of the table, what did Kotzi say it was? We were top, undefeated.
Couple hundred, wasn't it?
It was like 250 or something.
What about Moreland?
Fuck!
250.
What about at Moreland?
Don't know if I should say that one, but it's too recent.
Bro, are you serious?
Yeah,
250?
250, isn't that funny?
There's State League 3 players getting that.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
You know, how crazy is this? I've got it here in front of me. State, I won't say the team. You're going to have a laugh at this.
I know the team.
Hi, Gavin. Just got off the phone to the president. They're looking for a gun striker willing to pay $300 per game. State 5.
What? Bro, me?
Who's a striker wants to play State 5? $300 a game.
Bro, you should... Last night, I wish there was video
I said,
footage.
Jesus, not sure, Muzz. Not sure, cuz. Not many strikers going around. So if you're a striker, $300, hit up amateur agents. Here we are. I've got a deal for you.
I'll say it one more time. Maybe you hear me. Me.
Yeah, I reckon Jerome could do a job.
Bro, last night I was flying.
What do you
last
reckon?
night.
You want to go for down? I'll send you down.
$300 in State 5. That should be illegal. I'll do it.
It is illegal.
Oh, it is illegal. Yeah. Bro, I was at the Lindale game on the weekend. Got called off because of punch on.
I should take 10% off.
Saw that on the Instagram story.
Yeah, got called off on a punch on. And last night, I was playing five-a-side with my boys, but Lindale were training on the opposite cage. And the Lindale coach came over and he saw a few of my boys playing, and he's like, "Hey, how do you feel about coming down to So the scouting has been done there.
Yeah, Jerome's ready.
I'm such a conduit. Okay. I'm playing for an amateur club but can't perform in trial. Nah, sorry, bro. I need a better question than that.
The best agent ever.
You need more,
I literally just became an amateur agent.
Gavin, I'm 17 in a month. Is it too late for me to go pro? Should I wait till I finish my VCE to go overseas?
Yeah, finish your schooling first.
Well, nice answer, Gav. I thought he would have just said, nah, bro. What do you reckon?
Definitely not too late.
Yeah,
Definitely not too late.
For sure
I
not.
signed my first contract at 20.
Yep.
And then other players have signed even later than that. Definitely not too late.
I don't think there is an age.
Yeah.
This one's an interesting one. My dad used to go to South Melbourne in the NSL with his brother. We're not Greek. But after the dissolution, of the NSL, they started going to victory games. And ever since, I have too. Dad wants to go back to South, but I don't know, since I've never been and have been victory forever. A lot of victory in South, there's like a bit of tension there because it's like victory and South share a lot of similarities. Biggest team in Melbourne at one point, same colours. Didn't they play at the same ground for a little bit? Did South play at Olympic Park or am I tripping?
Nah, Lakeside.
Forever. No, back in the day.
Oh, I'm not sure that far. But I remember...
Where did South used to play?
I thought it was Lakeside. No,
Lakeside.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was always Lakeside.
But I would say that like for the betterment of the game, I would say start going to South games. There's nothing wrong with it because at this point, Victory are never going to play South because the second league looks like it's in a fucking shambles. But I understand that some people like have a hatred there because the NSL versus A-League.
Has there ever been an FFA Cup or Australia Cup South versus Victory? I don't think there has.
Wow, that'd be mad.
That would be so good.
Come on, Bonava. I don't think there's a problem with it, bro. Like, especially because you're not Greek as well.
By the way, if anyone had never been to Lakeside before they did the track around South Melbourne's pitch,
I haven't.
missed out.
I missed out. I missed out. I was too busy watching Prem. What else have we got here? We got some guy. Okay, guys, I feel bad, but we're not actual real agents. Like, I think some people think that we're real agents.
Well, I just got someone a deal.
Someone said, hi,
Gav is. He got Wade Decker to Sri Lankan national team.
Yeah.
That's
I've literally
real agent.
Okay, we're not agents then. He's a real agent.
I literally get people message me trying to get them clubs.
Someone said, hi, I am Kanganya Monosi. I'm 20 years of age. I'm an ex-prodigy of the best academy in South Africa, but hindered by injuries. How do I get overseas? Like, people genuinely think we're real. Bro, our TikTok is full of people saying, hello, I am good player. How do I get signed?
Yeah, I know. That's...
Yeah. What else do we have here?
Mine's like that too.
I'm not a real agent, guys. This is like, I want you to send dumb shit, like State 4 games.
I did watch the other day, Everton, though.
Hold on. You know what pisses me off about you? I'm just going to be real here for a sec. When I said come watch State 4, why would I waste my fucking time doing that? What's the difference between fucking State 4 and State 3?
Well, this is the difference. Because Marianne and Franco are actually playing together. And that to me is just so hilarious because we grew up playing together in Argentina and somehow they're in Australia.
Yeah.
Together, working.
Honestly, man, I'd go watch Franco play Metro 7.
Like, it's
just that's hilarious.
I went with my old man.
So just no one cares about my club.
The other day to watch Franco, and my dad goes, Gav, did he have a joint before he's playing? He's so relaxed on the ball. Like, he's walking around. It was the most, I couldn't, every time he touched the ball, I started laughing.
I'd be like that too.
Like, I just could not, it's like Rashid now putting on the boots and go playing for Lindau. Like, wouldn't you just watch the game and laugh?
I wonder what they'd give me per week.
Wouldn't laugh at that, actually. I think that'd be pretty cool. Lindale? I could get you 200 a week at Lindale.
250?
Bro, you're an ex-A-League player.
Imagine Rashid is size small because obviously they've only got a certain amount of size that's in those leagues.
Mate, do you understand how good... Bro, do you understand how many people come up to us and say, hey, would any of the boys ever come down and... Bro...
Maybe they should do that. Apparently, you can play one or two. Is that like that? Didn't Archie do that a few times? Go play a few games here and
Probably, but I would be scared of getting a broken leg. That's what I'd be scared of.
Nah, you're strong. Hey, mate.
It's not about being strong.
Hey, mate. No shit. Hey, mate. I play Churches League and I'm top scorer with 30 goals in 12 games. Is it okay to ask for a salary? I feel like I'm carrying this club. No, it's Churches League.
No.
You're not even allowed to swear.
It's illegal.
I'm 90% sure if you swear, it's a yellow or a red.
Imagine,
So you're not going to get paid, bro.
Yeah.
But
Bro,
if you're that good, come to Lindale.
you know when you go to church and they go around with like to donate?
What, if they would do that for the soccer club?
No, imagine him, because he's asking for that money.
Oh, you think it would go to him?
Well, yeah, he's basically...
You can't... Churches League Don't get it twisted now.
How much of a sin is
Don't get
that?
it twisted.
I'm not laughing at the quality
Hey.
if that's what you're going
No.
to.
I'm
Telling
just
him
saying, though.
That's such a sin. What
I'm
he just
laughing
offered.
that he's asking to get paid by
The Churches
church.
League. Yeah. No, I'm not
How
saying.
does what he's... I don't even... Honestly, I want to be straight up.
He
I
really
don't even
needs
know
a
what
seat.
the Churches League is.
Churches League is, I believe that they're different
churches.
parishes, I think. But I've got mates that play churches and they're good players. I don't know why they play churches though. Like they could go get money illegally in state league. But bro, if you're scoring 30 in 12 games.
What is that?
Which is like a 2.1 goals a game or something. Whatever it is. He said thanks, boys, at the end. So,
But no, don't ask for money.
games.
a lot of love.
Goals.
The answer is don't ask for money.
Now, this sounds like a question Rash is going to scoff at, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Okay.
Is asking the attractive female referee for her number outrageous after a game? Asking. You know what?
What level is this? Is it,
Well, it would be state league, sure.
it's probably not the right environment to be doing that, but
You never
then
know.
again, what's the right and wrong environment?
is that better than
you
Hinge?
know? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
If you're aware that she's of age and she...
We've had a few nice ones in the NPL. Not gonna lie.
but you're not going to do it in the NPL because
not?
that's real football. Do you know what I'm saying? That's like a real...
Gav likely has
I haven't
done it.
I will tell you if I have. I haven't.
Okay.
You've thought of it.
But there's definitely been some things like the Argentinian national team bus spoken behind doors about the referees.
Okay, so you said the ref was hot, you're saying.
Maybe.
Move on.
Move on. I play under 18B and I'm 16 attacking fullback. I want to make it to my club seniors in a year or two. What can I do to get there?
Say it again. 18B playing
18B league.
As a 16-year-old.
18B league.
Yeah, as a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I want to make seniors in 2 years.
2
Right.
years, jeez.
Doable.
Yeah.
I would just say that, what does it take to play in seniors, man? You got to build up that physique a little bit.
Yeah.
By
Personality is a big one.
personality.
It's a very big difference regardless of the level of juniors, senior team, senior dressing room, senior training sessions. Gav, you know what it's like. It doesn't matter the level of the quality of the technique or anything like that. You're now with men, very different than all women. I don't know if
I think
was
there's
it-
a good
was
one.
it men or women?
I believe it was a
I think there's a really good one on
Very
like
different
Company.
personalities.
Vincent Company when he makes his debut or like walks into the change rooms and how much of a leader he was when he made his
Yeah.
I think in his
Yeah.
first season.
Yeah. You better be ready to hold your own personally,
Yeah.
I think.
I think we'll wrap it there, guys. Amateur agents. Thanks, Gav, for enlightening us on the bin story.
Cheers.
Bin gate, I'm going to call it. We're back, and we have a very special announcement coming soon, aka next week. And we do have a guest on next week that is, again, only Suited and Booted would get these guests on. You know, you're not going to find these guests anywhere else.
We're the bad guys.
We're the fucking bad guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Guys, you're not paying us yet. You will be soon. But for now, it's free. Just give us a little 5 stars on Spotify. Give us a little thumbs up on YouTube.
A little follow.
A little follow on Bob's Your Uncle. Suited and Booted.
Just like that.
Just like that. Oh.